Karen vs the Old Lady Who Is My Hero, by user MySolo17. So for context, I live in a city that was ranked one of the top places in the US to retire. So an older person asking small favors from strangers is super common. This happened yesterday. I was shopping at Walmart and a tiny little old lady, who I am guessing was in her 90s, asked me, "Excuse me, can you please grab that bag of flour for me?" I said sure, grabbed and put in the kid seat of her cart so the cashier can scan it without having to lift it. She thanked me and we chatted for maybe 30 seconds. Then behind me I hear a different woman's voice, who sounded annoyed. "Okay, you have spent enough time on her, where is the coffee creamer?" I turned and said, "What?" As soon as I saw her face, it dawned on me, that I am going to have a Karen moment. Also super common in my area. The Karen says, "It's your job to help all the customers, not just her." The old lady says, "He doesn't work here, he is just helping an old lady because his parents raised him right." There was a noticeable pause. Then the old lady just turned and walked away. In my head she was strutting off with a half-finished cigarette in mouth and pixelated sunglasses. Walking into the sunset while the Mandalorian end credits music plays. Not sure if this is a "you had to be there" moment, but I have been laughing ever since. I Don't Work For You, by user Krishusky. This happened in June 2020 when I was job hunting. My old company, let's call them Company A, laid me off due to the pandemic. They gave me a generous 2 months notice, so end of August was my last day. I applied for various companies. Even applied for a re-education program, which I took in the end. However, during the 2 months I also applied for Company B. Their job offer was amazing, at first. 40 hours/week, overtime account, 24 days of paid vacation a year, Germany, baby. I got called in for an interview. I tend to arrive early for work/interviews/appointments. That is for me to take a breath, drink a coffee and prepare for what is coming. The interview was at 8 a.m. I got there at around 7:30 p.m. I parked in the employee parking lot. I was told it would be fine. Little did I know it would cause an issue. That issue started when a guy in suit and tie stormed up to the parking lot looking furious. The following conversation ensued. Me equals me, D, angry guy equals AG, recruiter equals R, CEO equals CEO. AG, where the fuck have you been? You were supposed to be here by 7. Me, I was told. AG, cutting me off, I told you to be here by 7. Me, confused, the email stated 8 a.m. AG, are you stupid? We start at 7. First day and you are already late. Get out of here, you are fired. Me, realizing what happened, sorry, you must be Miss AG, I said get out. Me, fed up, I don't work for AG, obviously, Sickney, I fired you. Me, I never worked for you in the first place. AG, of course. It was supposed to be your first day. At this point I had enough of him. I was about to get back into my car when another guy and a woman came out of the office building to see what the fuzz was about. Turns out, he is the CEO and she is the recruiter. CEO, what the hell is going on here? AG, this lazy bum came in on his first day over and 30 minutes late. CEO, looking at me, then at AG, then back at me, this is unacceptable. What's your name? Me, my name. R, oh, you are early. AG, early. He is late. And fired. R, AG, he is not. He is here for a job interview. You know HTE vacant position on your teams, he is not even an employee. AG, why does he park here then? R, because I told him to. His appointment is at 8 a.m. But we can start now. Me, with all due respect, I politely declined to work here. CEO and R, what? Me, yet. I am not interested in working for someone who speaks to his employees in this manner. Also, I don't want to work for someone who can't tell who is working for him. R, I can't blame you. I promise we will deal with this. Maybe we can reschedule for another day? Me, I'll keep in touch with you about that. A few days later I signed a contract at transport company for a re-education program to become a train operator. I called R as promised and told her that another interview wasn't necessary. I asked her to please remove me from the list of candidates. She did and told me I made a good choice as her father used to work for transport company. She also told me what happened to AG, he got fired 2 days after he blew up at me. They did an internal investigation and found out about a lot of misconduct and abuse towards his employees. Karma wins. I am still laughing, by user Merslagel. First, I was just a witness. Second, no Karens were involved, I think. Setting local pet store cat food usle. A very tall 6'6" young flamboyantly dressed black man walking down the aisle with his male companion. They were passing by a very petite, older Hispanic woman who rattled something off in Spanish, like machine gun fire at him, while pointing up to the top shelf. I swear it looked like a setup for a sitcom, and I was not disappointed. The man turns to his companion and says, "I don't know what she wants. Do I lift her up and let her choose or just start handing shit down to her?" I lost it. I mean, almost peed my pants, lost it. They heard me. Everyone was just staring at me as I tried to compose myself. Then I heard the companion say, "Just start handing her shit, there are witnesses." I was the idiot, by user Samagurl7. Background: I have a disability that will sometimes make it painful to walk, require the use of a cane or walker. Also my favorite is I can just randomly fall down. It isn't the type of falling where it looks like you tripped but just a straight down crumple. It can be very embarrassing and today was one of those days. I was doing some shopping at Walmart, pushing my cart, and boom. Leg gave out and I'm on the ground. Lots of people run over to see if I'm okay. "Thank you, nice people." I go through my always hurried explanation of I'm okay, no I don't need medical help, this just happens due to a disability. Like always people are trying to help but then like a parting of the Red Sea an employee in a blue polo and khakis walks through the small crowd. He lets me get up on my own because I said I could and guides me to the bench by the pharmacy. I explain again and he offers to help me shop. I say thanks but I'm done because I don't even have my walker or cane in the car plus I have to push my cart. He offers a mobility scooter but I just want to leave because I'm embarrassed. He gets really excited and tells me to wait and walks away. He brought back a cane and says sorry but the walkers are all boxed up and he will push my cart. He just has this look of pure joy. I'm thinking this guy just doesn't want to do whatever task he has been assigned so I say sure. I've been there before. We walk and I claim I only need a couple items, I need it a lot but again I'm embarrassed and just want to go home and cry. We talk while he helps me get things, loads it on the belt, puts it in my car. I try to tip him and ask the best way to let his boss know how great he was. Then, "Oh, I don't work here." I nearly died. I start apologizing faster than anyone ever has. I started to explain because of his clothing. Oh wait, that's right. Walmart employees don't have to wear blue shirts now. They wear a vest. He tried so hard not to laugh but failed. I asked him why he helped me if he didn't work there. He said because his mother taught him to help people. It was too much. I started crying in the parking lot. After I pulled myself together we chatted briefly. We exchanged numbers and are going to grab coffee with his GF later this week. I moved last year and have had trouble making new friends because of the pandemic so now I might have 2 new ones. Best fall I've ever had. Most embarrassing too. My solution to every occasion where I am mistaken for an employee, by user JazzSinger1187. Due in part to my army job, 27 years active service in military intelligence, and living in Munich, Germany for many years, I have become fairly fluent in German. I was approached by a woman not long ago who for some reason thought I was an employee at the supermarket we were in and, in a very demanding tone, demanded assistance. I quickly responded to her in German and answered everything she said to me, such as in German. Her face got redder and redder and I thought she might have a heart attack. She finally gave up and walked away. I detest Americans who believe in American exceptionalism.